Gotta get a pump before you film.
I gotta get a pump before I film.
I'm not gonna film.
All right, what's going on, guys? So we're doing some cable crossover tricep press downs. All right, so this is a movement that I picked up from Joe Bennett, the hypertrophy coach. And usually it's a movement that I like to do to start out triceps with because you can get your mind muscle connection going. Or I like to finish with this movement, doing like a triple drop set. So the key here is going to be the distance that you are away from the pulleys. So the farther you are away from the pulleys, the more tension is going to be placed on the shortened range of the tricep. As you come in, you're going to be closer to the pulleys, and the angle of your body is going to change a little bit. And so now you're hitting more of the mid-range, and then once you get really far in, you're going to be hitting more of the lengthened range. So when I finish with this movement, I like to hit all of those, in one set and really just burn out the triceps. The great part about doing it on the individual pulleys is everything is gonna line up. So your elbow is obviously a hinge joint, and anytime movements don't really line up is when you're gonna get a lot of elbow pain. So if you have a lot of elbow pain, this is a great movement to try because everything, your shoulder, your upper arm, your elbow, and your hand can all line up perfectly. And it's just a really unique feeling movement. So let's jump into a set. There's a few key points that I want to go over intra-set. So the biggest thing, again, and I say this every single time, the biggest thing is stability. So really, when you get to this point, retracting your scapula and depressing it is going to be key. So retract your scapula, get your chest out, flex your lats. I'm flexing my lats almost as hard as I'm flexing my triceps when I do this. So retract, depress, lock the elbows in, and then what I try to do is get my hands as far back as I can. Keeping everything locked in. Mentally, I'm focusing on like really high right here. I'm trying to feel that squeeze right here because you're getting the tricep as short as you can with your hand behind your back here. So you should feel it all the way up to almost like your shoulder. And same thing with the mid-range. So when we go to the mid-range here, you're gonna slightly lean forward. Again, lock the elbows in, flex the lats. So then to hit the lengthening range, get your elbows parallel with the ground, and you want your hands to be like almost behind your head. And you're gonna go partial range of motion, so you don't need to extend all the way because again, we're training just that lengthened portion. So arms parallel to the ground. Make sure that your elbows are out a little bit because again, we're gonna keep everything in line with the cable. So your elbows are out a little bit, all the way behind your head, and you're just going right here. So even after training the shortened range and then the mid range, those partials in the lengthened range you're still gonna feel it. Even though you're not going full range of motion, you should still feel crazy burn in your triceps. If you are not feeling it in your tricep, just quit lifting, period, because this is a movement that you will absolutely feel in your triceps. No, but seriously, if you're not really feeling it in your tricep, you're probably not locking down your scapula and your elbows. So lock both those down first and really just focus on getting that hand as far back as you can. And I would say if you're having trouble feeling it, just work that shortened range where you're farther away. Just focus on getting that tricep as short as possible. and forget the other 2 ranges of motion. And you're gonna go light. Like, I mean, I'm doing this with, it says 7.5. I don't think it's 7.5 pounds, but it's pretty light. So this is not a movement where you know you're gonna be throwing around a ton of weight. So go light, make sure everything's lining up, lock down the elbows, lock down the scapula, and we're gonna get some horseshoes. Now I'm just angry. What?